Okay, so let's do some practice problems from the practice assignments. Chapters 3, Section 2, the binomial distribution, and later I'll do Section 3, the normal distribution. So right now, we'll just go through these 3 practice problems. I know you've already done the assignment, but some of you seem to have struggled, some haven't started it yet. But we should be able to use that Excel assignment that we all did, most of us did, to supplement this this problem. Okay, so here they're giving us the answers already, but how do we figure this out? So assume a binomial distribution where n equals 5 and pi, or probability of success, equals 0.3. Now we can just go to our Excel file here, go to our binomial file, right? So P here is pi, is the same number of success probability. It was 0.3, and I forgot, what was it, 6, n was 5, n was 5. Alright, so we switch n to 5, p to 0.3, and we're using the same formula that we have been using before. We find the combination of how many ways that you can have 2 successes with 5 trials, right? Or 3 successes with 5 trials. Okay, is it on the first, second, and third? Are those when the successes happen? Is it the first, fourth, and fifth? Are those when the successes happen? All right. So we're using the same formula, and our program just spits out these probabilities, right? So we just fill in these probabilities. If the probability is 0.3 of a success and we have 5 trials, that means that the chances that we have 0 successes in the 5 trials is about 16.8%. Right? 1 success is about 36%. 2 is about 31%. Right? Okay, so fill in that. So it should be about 17%, about 36%, about 31%. Yeah, okay. So that's how we fill this out. Make sure it's to the decimal point here. Okay, and how do we, now finding mean and standard deviation. Now on your Excel file, the mean and standard deviation, we use the formulas that we were given, but here they ask you to use a general definition, right? The general definition. So to review, general definition would be a weighted mean, right? So the number of successes times its probability. All right, and we just add all those up, and we'll get the answer. So why don't we make a column here? We don't need to make a column, but make a column, say weighted prob, or weighted. We'll just call it weighted. All right, so equals the number of successes times probability of success. All right, so this is 0, obviously, because we have 0 successes times probability. All right, so let me drag this down to the 5th one. Notice 1 times 0.36 is about 0.36, 2 times 0.309 is about 0.617. All right, so now we want to add these together to get the mean. We have to add all these together. Well, I could just say equals that, well, I could say equals, and drag here, well, equals the sum of these numbers. Okay, the sum just adds them up, so it equals 1.5. And if we use the other formula, we get 1.5, okay, n times p. Okay, so the mean is 1.5. Standard deviation. Since we have the mean, we can find the standard deviation. Just take we just take the number of